On Super Bowl Sunday, there were just 2 NBA games, both of which finished early. As a result, the NBA world joined the rest of the planet in reacting to the NFL Super Bowl season finale between the Los Angeles Rams and the Cincinnati Bengals on Sunday afternoon and evening. Stick around to find out some of the best NBA players' reactions to the Rams ultimately defeating the Bengals in the 2022 Super Bowl. But first, a reminder about our brand new giveaway. We're giving away a PS5 with 2 games of your choice. To enter, all you have to do is watch the full video, leave a like, comment the keyword hidden in the video, and make sure you're subscribed. It's that simple. The Los Angeles Rams went all in on a spending spree in an attempt to assemble a dream team that would lead them to the promised land. The Rams achieved just that in Super Bowl 56 on Monday, defeating the Cincinnati Bengals 23-20. The Rams are champions 3 years after their Super Bowl agony after Tom Brady did what Tom Brady does and led the New England Patriots to a 13-3 victory. It seemed fitting that the Bengals season ended this way, with quarterback Joe Burrow being forced to throw the ball away due to the offensive line's failure to provide him with the required protection. The Rams won the game 23-20 after 60 minutes of regulation, and wide receiver Cooper Kupp was voted Super Bowl 56 MVP. Many NBA players, both past and current, reacted to the game on Twitter after the final score was announced. The Bengals' offensive line had failed to protect Burrow all season, and that fatal fault cost them in the Super Bowl when Burrow was sacked 7 times. During the playoffs, Burrow was sacked 19 times in total, which is an NFL record. Despite a horrific injury to Odell Beckham Jr., a contentious pass interference call, and a largely non-existent rushing game, LA enthralled the home crowd with a last-second score. And who better than Cooper Kupp, the NFL's Offensive Player of the Year, to come up big late in the game-winning drive before completing it and hauling in the game-winning touchdown to claim the Lombardi Trophy. It was a great Super Bowl, with many ecstatic Rams fans celebrating around the globe. Some of those fans include legendary NBA players, and they had no hesitation in reacting and responding to the highly anticipated Super Bowl game between the Los Angeles Rams and the Cincinnati Bengals on Sunday afternoon and evening. Several NBA players, including superstars from the Los Angeles Lakers in LeBron James, Paul George, and Kawhi Leonard, were in attendance at the SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Firstly, Dwayne Wade tweeted out, "So happy for Odell Beckham, you're a champ," followed by a second tweet that read, "Matthew Stafford just wrote his HOF speech with this win. Congrats, champ." Karl Anthony Towns also tweeted out his thoughts on the Super Bowl, writing that holding call on 3rd and goal is something Bengals fans won't ever forget. Clearly on the other side of the fence when it comes to whom he wanted to win the Super Bowl. Robert Covington simply tweeted, "What a game," while Jordan Clarkson tweeted, "Champ," paired with a photo of Odell Beckham Jr. crying. Next is the fact Ben Simmons has taken a big step toward NBA comeback. Following his blockbuster trade from Philadelphia, Ben Simmons has taken his first major steps towards returning to Brooklyn. Ben Simmons was classified as inactive for Brooklyn's match on Tuesday due to return to competition reconditioning. But the Australian NBA All-Star made an appearance after his blockbuster trade from Philadelphia last week. Simmons, who has not yet played this season due to a long contract standoff with the 76ers, spoke with his new teammates, including superstar Kevin Durant, in a video uploaded on social media by the Nets before the team's shoot-around before the match with the Kings. After a last-minute transaction sent James Harden to Philadelphia, Simmons joined the Nets. During the standoff, Simmons, 25, refused to play for the 76ers, alleging mental health difficulties and asking for a transfer. At the shoot-around, he didn't do any on-court activity, and his return to play is still unknown. Simmons, who was also named the 2017-2018 NBA Rookie of the Year, joined fellow Australian Patty Mills in Brooklyn. Simmons was welcomed by Nets coach Steve Nash, who stated that he expected Simmons to do a lot of things for us. "I believe his gift is that he's a tremendously athletic defender who can also playmake out of the pick and roll as a roller." He said, "I believe he has the potential to be a dynamic player for us in a lot of ways." The Nets' dominant Big Three era lasted only 16 games, bringing together a trio of players who are not only among the best in the game, but also play best with the ball in their hands. The trial was cut short due to injuries and immunization status practices. Kevin Durant is still sidelined indefinitely with an MCL sprain, and Kyrie Irving is still a part-time player. The expected fit looks more natural if and when the new Brooklyn Big Three come together. Simmons, who is known for his shot-blocking ability, can generate shots for others and play great defense. Irving is great with the ball, and Durant, as always, can score. It's clear that there is a better feeling in the locker room, which was confirmed by Claxton, with Simmons, Seth Curry, and Andre Drummond, and without a trade deadline looming over them anymore. Even though the Nets have dropped to 7th place in the Eastern Conference after losing 11 straight games, Claxton, who is slated to return after missing 4 games due to a hamstring injury, said, "I think we got 3 pretty excellent individuals who want to be here, so that really helps us as a club. Only time will tell whether these 3 will dominate the court or simply sit on the sidelines with injuries or other issues that seem to always stop NBA stars from playing, especially Simmons." So the NBA trade deadline has passed, but watch out for these players at the buyouts. We all know that the NBA deadline for trades has passed, and teams are now focusing on the player buyout market. It's not too late for teams to fine-tune their rosters in preparation for the playoffs, or for teams that remain idle prior to the trade deadline, like the Los Angeles Lakers, to make additional changes. The value of the buyout market should not be underestimated. Boris Diaw and Markieff Morris bolstered eventual championship teams at the San Antonio Spurs in 2012 and Los Angeles Lakers in 2020, respectively, with game-changing buyout additions. So we've compiled a list of players to keep an eye on in the NBA buyout market, as well as where they might end up, like John Wall. Wall's lucrative $91 million contract with the Houston Rockets expires in 2023, so a buyout may be a significant financial risk for the 31-year-old guard. However, given that Wall has been forced to sit this season as the rebuilding Rockets focus on cultivating youngsters, it may be in his best interest to do so. According to ESPN, Wall and Christian Wood were close to being traded to the LA Lakers for Russell Westbrook and Talon Horton-Tucker before the trade deadline. However, it appears that Wall, a 5-time All-Star, will not be suiting up again anytime soon. While clearly not the same player he was with the Washington Wizards during his heyday, Wall might be a helpful addition to clubs in need of point guard support, including the LA Clippers or Boston Celtics. Then there's Dennis Schroeder. It's amazing how quickly things can change. Schroeder made headlines last year when he turned down a 4-year extension with the Los Angeles Lakers, eventually settling for a 1-year, $5.9 million free agency agreement with the Boston Celtics. The 28-year-old point guard was dealt to the rebuilding Houston Rockets before the trade deadline, and he appears to be a possible buyout target given the team's emphasis on developing young players. At the trade deadline, Schroeder was linked to the Los Angeles Lakers, Chicago Bulls, and Milwaukee Bucks, where he might be a helpful bench addition to clubs in need of an offensive lift. In 6 seasons in Atlanta, Schroeder excelled as a 6th man, finishing 2nd in the 6th Man of the Year award 2019-2020. And there you have it, everything you need to know about NBA players and how some of our favorite players responded and reacted to the 2022 Super Bowl outcome. Additionally, we also touched on Ben Simmons and how he is finally back in the game and on the court, along with some players you need to watch out for at the buyouts. Make sure to let us know your thoughts down below. Who did you want to win the Super Bowl? What did you think about the NBA players' responses? Let us know. But if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss any of our new and upcoming content. Thanks for watching.